Me, you are the only one who has joined, so
Hi, sir.
yeah,
Hi, sir.
yeah. Uh, yes, so unless and until people joins, you can discuss with me whatever problems you have. And that I mean, you wait till the last to ask about this machine learning questions and also.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as long as I mean,
Uh,
you can discuss at length whatever you want.
Actually, I covered till 22 lectures till now.
Hmm.
Uh, I have little doubt on concept.
Yeah. Let me also open.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, you can ask. I have
So,
opened it.
lecture number 20.
Lecture
Uh,
number 20.
20.
Okay.
Uh, Sir has discussed spatial versus dynamic supply voltage management. In that, he has given one example
Hmm.
table map like
Hmm.
VDD, energy per cycle,
Hmm.
frequency, and cycle time.
Hmm.
And after that, he took one example like a task which requires some cycles like 10 power 9 cycles
Hmm.
within 25 seconds, the deadline.
Hmm.
So in that case, he discussed it three different cases like energy consumption varies in the three cases.
Hmm.
In the second case, he took the frequency, right?
Correct.
Frequency. I didn't get that actually. Like
Okay.
how
So
he calculated that energy from the frequency. that
Yeah,
equation.
so the energy is C V square F, right? So energy
हाँ
is directly proportional to F,
तो हाँ हाँ
right?
yes.
So just hold on. Can you tell me the exact time? I mean, of the lecture.
Wait, sir. I think almost 60% or like that in that video. I'll check it.
Yeah, if you can tell me the time, no, it will be easy for
हाँ.
me. Hmm.
35 minutes in that video, like 35 11.
35 minutes, right?
हाँ.
Just hold on. Let me check. Yeah. Okay. Just hold on. 2 minutes.
Fine, sir.
Point 0.5 joule. For 15 nanosecond, I run it at 5 volt. And then for the remaining 25 nanosecond, here is 25. My criteria was to complete it within 25 seconds, right? If that be the case, that here I run it for 2.5 volt, and here I run it for till 15, I run it for 15 seconds, I run it like this. What will be my energy consumption? What will be my energy consumption? I have run 750 megacycles at 50 hertz. 50 means 50 hertz. 5 volt means 50 hertz. So I have run actually 750 megacycles here. I mean 750 million cycles. So I'm sorry. Whenever we see capital M, we say mega. 750 million cycles we have run at 50 hertz, and only 250 million cycles at, this is at 50 hertz.
Yes, I'll tell you. Connect my pen. let me know when you are able to see my screen. Okay. Yes, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So see, what it says is you have this table, right? This is what he has given. So this is the table. Okay. So what we are interested is in understanding how much is the energy consumed. Okay. So you see that when you have something like this, first you have to make a graph. Okay. The reason for that is, see, what we are normally, all the power consumption is given in energy per cycles. Okay. So as your number of cycle increases, the energy also increases. So energy per cycle is the important parameter. Now we have to calculate everything in terms of cycles. And once we have calculated everything in terms of cycles, we have to just multiply it with the energy per cycle to get the total energy. Our goal is to reduce the energy. Okay, that's all. So for example, let's say that you have something like this, right? You have, so they have given, you have something like energy, then cycles, this is energy per cycle, and then you have the voltages. Okay. So if you draw, how will it look like? So in 5 volts, it ran up till what time? Let me just check. It ran up till, acha, in the new design, what sir is saying is that it ran up till 15. So
Yes.
it ran up till 15 seconds, right? And then it ran at 2.5 up to 25 seconds. Okay. So right now we know that what is the cycle? Cycle is, this is 50 for 5 volt, and for 2.5 volt, what is this? This is 25. Okay. This is 10, and this one is 40. Okay. So we have to understand that, let's say for 15 seconds, how many cycles have passed? So you see that 50 megahertz means what? 50 mega cycles means you have a frequency which is like this. Okay. So 50 mega cycles have passed in 1 second, but we are interested in this much time, right? 15 seconds. So how many cycles have passed in this 15 seconds? It is 50 into 15. So 750 mega cycles have passed in this time, in 15 seconds. Okay. And what about this? So here you see for 2.5 volts, what is the frequency? The frequency is 25. So in this 10 seconds, we have 25 megahertz, right? So how many cycles have passed? Megahertz into your 10 seconds, which is 250. So 750 megacycles have passed in this 15 seconds, and 250 megacycles have passed in this second. Okay. Now how do you find the energy of this? To find the energy, you just have to multiply it by energy per cycle. So we know that in 15 seconds, let me change the color. So in 15 seconds, 750 megacycles have passed. Okay. And in 10 seconds, 250 megacycles has passed. And what is the energy associated with this? Now this, you have to understand that this was running at 5 volts and this was running at 2.5 volts. So we have to take accordingly. So energy per cycle for this 5 volt was 40. So we have to multiply this 750 megacycles by 40. Okay. And we have to multiply this,
250 with
sorry,
250 with 10.
correct, 250 with 10. So you will get the total energy that is consumed in this what time? In this total 25 seconds. This is important. It is not energy per cycle, it is in total energy consumed in this 25 seconds. Now what, to us, to the user, what matters is the total amount of energy consumed in this 25 seconds. So you calculate and you see how much energy it has consumed. If it is less and more than the previous design, accordingly you choose. That's all.
Fine, sir.
Okay. Any other? Do you? I mean, did you have any doubt in understanding this?
No, sir, I got that. Actually, during the calculation I got it out, but now I understood.
Okay, great, great. So yes. So any other questions?
Sir, in SD and DD although,
Sorry, sorry.
SD algorithm and DD algorithm are there, sir.
Yes, yes.
In that CPU time allocation, there is one table.
Hmm.
Sir has said that there will be only starting time will be online and remaining CPU time and end time prediction will be offline in the SD algorithm. And in DD, all the three will be in the online.
Correct.
I didn't get this offline thing.
And online. Okay, so online means that it is previously decided.
Yes.
Okay, and offline sorry, offline, and online means it can change on the fly. So for example, I mean, if you're confused about these two terms, online and offline, better to understand in the terms of real time. So for example, if I say that I'll come to this session at 6 o'clock, so it is pre-decided, right? Everyone knows that we will be meeting at 6 o'clock. But for example, if I keep changing this, you do not know at what time I'll be coming to the session. So every time you have to be in this session, right, to find out that at what time I am in this session. So that is called dynamic, or that is called a real time. Okay. So yes, and right now tell me your question.
Basically, in SD, we know the starting time and ending time of the particular task.
Right.
In DD, we don't know the starting and end time of the task, right?
Yes, yes.
So,
But I think
as,
yes. Tell me.
as we know the starting time, then why the SD is on the online? Starting time is on the online.
Sir said starting time is online or starting time is offline.
In SD, sir has told that starting time will be in online and remaining all will be offline.
Okay.
Uh, that is the point that I didn't get.
I think in static scheduling, what we know is, I mean, what Sir wants to say is that arrival time, instead of knowing the arrival time of the task, what we actually know is how much time the task is going to take. That is important. So what Sir is trying to say is that even if the task comes, let's say task 2 comes at some random time, but we know exactly at what point of time, if we do the task, at what point of time the task 2 is going to end.
That means in the multiple task conditions, then it will be like okay.
Right, right, right.
For single task, it is like it will
No,
be
single task, yeah, it is
Hmm.
absolutely, matlab,
Yeah.
I mean, normally I mean, in all the environment you have multitask.
Yes.
I have not seen anything, I mean, in that single task environment. So yes, so whatever doubts you have, please ask. Like Shiny is very, upfront, and please, so be like Shiny, and try to clarify as many doubts as possible, because in this way I also learned. So it is not that I know everything, but yes, I mean, when you guys ask, I also read, and also that way it is helpful for me. Aditya Raja, Ranjan Kumar, Anusha. So let me see if we have any questions to discuss. Okay. Yes, so I think last time, no, we had discussed some questions, right? So have you guys studied about this RMS algorithm and other algorithms? Because I think that has been covered by Sir, no? That has already been covered by Sir.
Yes, I
So
covered the 22 lectures.
up till 22.
Huh.
Okay, okay. So let's focus our attention only up till 22. Is the end
But
result.
it's fine, sir. RMS is okay. I think other students try to not.
No, I mean it's okay, but then I mean it's better if I discuss it on Tuesday instead of today. Because then I mean you will also will learn. Just study those lectures.
Actually, I have little idea on that, so I studied before my semester. So
Okay, so
I
maybe yeah, so maybe what we can do this problem. So are you okay with round robin scheduling, Anna?
yes, sir.
Great, great, great. So just try to do this if you are able to see my screen.
Sir,
Hmm.
the priority should be given to the task that is having the least burst time, right? When once it is
Uh,
completed.
no, is it? I mean, for question number 11,
Uh,
in round robin there is no.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
That means I have taken like first I have taken A as it is arrived at the 0.
Mm-hmm.
Since it is having the slice of 3 units,
Hmm.
at 3 I have taken the A out and I have kept the B in.
Hmm.
Since
Correct, 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 correct.
after like 6 seconds,
Hmm.
like six time period 6 minutes,
Hmm.
then B will come out and A is already completed. Then I have to put C or A. Right? C should be kept, right?
Right,
Since
right, 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 right.
okay. It will take 32 units to complete the task.
Okay. So can you tell me one by one how you did?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Firstly, I have taken the task A
Hmm.
till 3 units of time.
Hmm.
Then after B has arrived, done C and D, so I have taken B till 6 units. That means 4, 5, 6. Then I have taken the B out, and B there will be 4 units that is left to do. And C I have taken till 9, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Then after D
Hmm.
till 12 units. Then A has 3 units left, right? So then I have taken A till 15. Then B
Hmm.
uh, till 18. B there will be 1 unit left after 18 seconds.
Hmm.
A will be completed by 15, and C I have taken till 21, and 3 more units left. Again D I have taken.
Correct, correct, absolutely. So what will be the waiting time of C? Not the completion time of C. What will be the waiting time of C?
Waiting time of C. Uh,
Yeah,
question is.
okay, okay. So the question I
Okay.
think was here, right? No, the question is here, no? Yeah.
Uh,
I think the question was not there. Yeah, sorry, sorry. Calculate the waiting time of process C. How much will be the wait time?
uh, till 28.
Hmm?
28. That means like starting time of the last slice or ending time of the
Starting time of the last slice.
25.
Yeah, right. So yes, so there is something called turnaround time and all. Maybe I'll start discussing that on this Tuesday, because without that it will be difficult. So good that you know. By so for others maybe this mm, will be better. I mean, if I do it on Tuesday. So any did we miss any? Wait, just I'll check. Did we miss any assignment? No, I don't think we have missed any assignment. So yeah, any other questions? Shiny, if you want, since the others don't have any questions, and Aditya, if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, I get it. Yeah. So, or else, Shiny, if you have some machine learning questions, you can ask that also.
Sir,
Yeah, Aditya.
sir, in week 7, the sum is I not getting, sir.
Week 7?
Question number 9, sir.
Let me check.
I got wrong answer, sir.
Okay.
Please explain this question, sir.
Just Just hold on, let me check.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
are you there, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm doing it. Just give me some time.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
27th జాయినింగ్ అన్నాడు. మండే కానీ మేబీ మోస్ట్లీ ట్యూస్డే కదా ఆఫర్ లెటర్ వస్తుంది, మీరు యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయండి అని చెప్పాడు. ఇది జాయిన్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటే తర్వాత కొన్ని డీటెయిల్స్ ఏమో అడుగుతున్నాడు బ్రో. అంటే బేసిక్గా నేము, అడ్రస్ ఏమన్నాడంటే మీరు హైదరాబాద్లో ఎక్కడైతే ఉంటారో ఆ అడ్రస్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేయండి, క్యాబ్ అక్కడికే వస్తుంది. సో మీరు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ నుంచి అన్నారు కాబట్టి టైం తీసుకోవడం 1 or 2 days టైం తీసుకుని రేపు ఈవినింగ్ ఆర్ మండేకి నాకు ఈ డీటెయిల్స్ ఇచ్చారంటే నేను ప్రొసీడ్ అవుతాను అన్నాడు. అదే ఇప్పుడు చెప్పి అంటే హాస్టల్ కూడా మా ఫ్రెండ్ యాక్చువల్గా కోచింగ్ తీసుకుంటాడు. అది వాళ్ళకి ఒక 10 కిలోమీటర్ల దగ్గరలో ఉంటాడు. ఈ కొత్తపేట అన్నమాట. కొత్తపేట అని చూస్తే 10 to 12 కిలోమీటర్స్ ఉంది. వాళ్ళ హాస్టల్ నాతో పాటు హైదరాబాద్ వాడు మెకానిక్, నేను మెకానిక్. ప్రస్తుతానికి ఇయర్కి 8కి లాంగ్ టర్మ్ కోచింగ్ జాయిన్ అయ్యాను. చెప్పాను ఇలా వస్తుంది హాస్టల్లో ప్రస్తుతానికి ఏమవుతుందంటే మొత్తం మనకి అది లొకేషన్ చెప్తాను. కొత్తపేట అంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఎంత దూరం వస్తుంది? అంటే ఎలా ఎక్సిట్ అయినా మనకి కొంచెం ధైర్యం చేయలేదు. సర్టిఫికేట్ అయ్యి ఆన్లైన్లోనే సబ్మిట్ చేయాలి. లోకల్ని ఎలా ఆఫర్ చేసి అలాగే ఆన్లైన్ బాగుంటే తెలియదు. మోస్ట్లీ ఉండదు, ఎందుకంటే ఇది బాడీ ఉండకపోవచ్చు. యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయగలిగితే కాకపోతే రూమ్ రేట్కి అదే అంటే వాడు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో అడిగి కూడా ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉన్నావు మరి ఇంజనీర్ అడిగాడు. తెలీదు, అక్కడే పోయేదేమో అనుకున్నాను. ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ గా ఉంది కాబట్టి కొంచెం ప్యాకేజ్ ఎక్కువ అడిగింది. వాడేమన్నాడంటే కస్టమర్ తనకి వాయిస్ లేదు కదా, ఉన్న ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ కూడా 1 year ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అనేది మినిమం 1 month ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ లేటెస్ట్ అయినా నాన్ లేటెస్ట్ అయినా కన్సిడర్ చేస్తాము. కానీ 12 months ఉండాలన్నాడు. 1 month వరకు ఉంటే ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయలేదు.
Yes, are you there? Hello, Aditya. You there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I took time because I was not understanding from which scheduling algorithm he was trying to say. So it is from rate monotonic, right?
In lecture video also, I didn't understand, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. See, I right now I because I saw the lecture video now, so it is rate monotonic scheduling, but they have not mentioned the question. That's okay. See, in rate monotonic scheduling, what happens is the summation of Ci by Pi. Okay, gives you the percentage of resource utilization in CPU. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
Ci is the burst time basically, and Pi is the period. So right now you have two tasks, task one and task two, right? So one is having a
Yes, sir.
burst time of 30 and a period of 45, and then one is having a burst time of 10 because it is given that it is one third of the burst time of P1 divided by Py, which I don't know. Let's say this is Pi. Now the question is, given this condition, the CPU is, you know, the CPU is engaged 97% of the time. So this is equals to 0.97. Okay. Now if you
Okay,
calculate for
sir.
Pi, it will be 32.967. So actually the answer that is should be 32.97.
Hmm.
You got it?
Once again, I explain it
Yes.
chatbot
Yeah.
boards.
So it says that summation of Ci by Pi should
Yes, sir.
be the resource percentage of CPU. Okay. Now see, the
Okay.
resource percentage of CPU is such that the question it is said that the CPU is utilized 97% of the time, or CPU resources are utilized 97%. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
the summation of Ci by Pi should be equals to 0.97.
Only nine, sir.
So
Okay,
you
sir.
have two tasks. One I equals to 1 to 2. Okay, you have two tasks. One is C1 by P1 plus C2 by P2 is equals to
Yes, sir.
0.97. Now this we know as 30. This we know as 45.
Sir, your board is not visible.
Oh my, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. Thank you, Shiny.
Last.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll start from the beginning. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So given the RMS algorithm, what is important is your summation of Ci by Pi, okay, will give you an indication of the resource utilization in CPU. Now, in the question, the resource utilization of the CPU is 0.97. Okay, we have two tasks. I equals to from 1 to 2. So it is C1 by P1 plus C2 by P2 is equals to 0.97. Okay, so C1 is given as 30, P1 as given as 45. Now C2 is given as one third of C1, it is 10, and P2 is something that we have to find out. So this is 0.97. So if you solve for P2, P2 will come to 32.967. So from the option it is 32.97.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Understood, sir. I understood.
Okay, okay. Yes. Yes, any other questions?
Yeah, ಇದನ್ನ 5-119 ಸಾಯಿ ಸಂಜೀವಿನಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ನರಸಿಂಹ
Sir,
Yes, Shine, tell me.
not many questions, but I have very small questions like dropout and I need some extra information on dropout and batch normalization process.
So in batch normalization process, you want to know what they are, right?
Just briefly.
Yeah, batch normalization processes, for example, right now you have so much training data, right? So what
Yes.
you do, you take the training data on batches. Okay, you divide the whole training data. Let's say you have 10,000 training data, so you divide them into batch of 10.
Sir,
So
what is not visible?
yeah, so let's say this, let's say you have 10,000 training data. Okay. Now what you do, you divide the training data into batches, okay, of 10. Let's, for example, 10 is just a number. So each batch will have 10,000 by 10,000 training set. Okay. Now you normalize. Normalize means you take all the data of this training set and you divide with the maximum number. Okay. So you normalize the whole training set to 0 to 1. Okay. So and this happens for each batch. It is important. So this is called batch normalization. Okay. Now in dropout, what happens is, for example, if you have a neural network like this. Okay. Now in dropout, what happens is, now normally the way neural network works is you find out the weights W1, W2, W3, W4, like that you find out the weights. Okay. Okay. So right now, while finding the weights, now there are many things. Some weights are, let's say, when a weight they are very close to 0. At that time, you can ignore these weights. Okay. You can make the weight 0. So this is type of dropout. Okay. Now there is another name for this which is called pruning. Okay. So what you do is, let's say the way you prune the trees, similarly you prune the network. So wherever your weights are very 0, you remove those connections. So that is called as pruning. Okay. That is also called as dropout. Now there is another meaning of dropout. What happens is, let's say that you have this neural network. Okay. Now there are many connections, and there is something called back propagation algorithm. Okay. In back propagation algorithm, you try to update the weights. Now while doing this back propagation algorithm, what you do is you randomly select some weights which you do not update, right? So that is also called dropout.
Sir, once again explain back propagation.
Back propagation, yeah. So in back propagation, what happens is you have these weights, and then what you do is you update the weights. Okay, you update the weights based on some algorithm which called the back propagation algorithm. So in back propagation algorithm, you take the output, you take the input, and then you subtract, you pass it through a loss function, and then from this loss function you find out how to minimize the loss function. Okay, so that way you find out these weights. Now while doing so, you randomly select some weights which you don't want to update. So those are also called as dropout. So dropout is a very common term during training, and batch normalization is also a very common term during training.
Training process.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions?
The clog loss, what is the significance of the loss function, log loss rather than accuracy? We will use the loss function, right? So,
Yeah, so accuracy means, see, what happens is in neural network that you have a network, right? And you give some input and you get one output. Now for the first input that you get, because your weights are not updated, so you will not get the correct output, right? You know that. But you want to go to some correct output because you know that for this training data, how much, what will be my value. Okay, so you exactly know. So you find out O2 minus O1. Now this you pass it through a function. Okay, now there is a log loss, which means that y log of 1 minus O2, but you will not have only one output, right? You will have several output, O3 and O4. So this O3 log of 1 minus O4. So this is the way you do. Now you see this is called as log loss. So this is one type of loss, but there can be another loss also. For example, MAC, okay, mean square error. Okay, mean square error is also another kind of loss. So it is O2 minus O1 whole square. This is also another kind of loss. So the whole idea here is you want to reduce the difference between O1 and O2, and that is the reason you take, let's say, O1 and you continuously update the weights till your O1 reaches to O2. Okay, so that's why accuracy, you see, first of all you will not get accuracy with the first data, right? It is only after multiple trials and all you will get the correct data. So that's why accuracy is achieved with this loss function.
Okay. Actually, during the process, I only took in the code, there is a loss function, but in concluding the results, I only took the accuracy part and I neglected the
Acha, acha.
log loss results as I didn't understand that part.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, log loss is a very common loss. Yeah.
Yes. And data augmentation process,
Data augmentation, right? Data augmentation is, see, data augmentation process. Let's say that you want to do a digit recognition system. Okay, so you have all your training data, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. You have till up till 9. Okay, so 0 you have. So this is the images that you are training. That I mean you are giving to your network to get trained with. Okay, now most of the, see, it is not that we always write 9 like this, right? Sometimes we write line like this, sometimes we write 9 like this. Okay, and maybe the camera is opposite, so the camera will capture 9 like this. So how do we increase the amount of training data? Because this is very less. Okay, this is very less. So how do we increase the amount of training data? The way we increase the amount of training data is by, let's say, you take 1 0 and then you rotate it. Okay, you make 0 like this, you make 0 like this, you make 0 like this, you make 0 again like this. You rotate it.
basically increasing the data,
Yes, yes.
training information.
Right. So it is like, I mean, you're augmenting the actual training data with multiple other data so that it increases the accuracy.
So, taking a mix-up training process, actually, do you have any idea about the mix-up without hesitation process?
Sorry, which one?
Mix-up without hesitation. Like, there is one process like mix-up. In that, we'll try to use the two data samples and we will try to find out the in-between representation of the data by using the parameter alpha, taking some 40% of the information from the first sample and the 60% from the other sample, and representing the other data like that. Basically the parameter alpha which we are taking lies between like 0 and 1. Selection of that particular parameter will affect the training data. So, in order to find the exact data which will give you the highest accuracy is difficult process with the mix-up. So here, that is why in order to reduce the drawback, there comes the mix-up without hesitation where the alpha will be like, there is no need to manually set different values of alpha and checking. Rather than that, the alpha value is also given with the help of an algorithm in this process.
Oh, oh, that's great.
That parameter, that algorithm is little bit tricky.
Acha, no, I'm not aware, but it's good that you have shared with me. Maybe I'll learn.
Okay, I'm reading that current process now, and
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
so that's it. If you
Okay, then maybe I'll learn about that.
that one, okay, sir. I'm also studying
Okay.
the process. Uh, Regarding the interview, they may ask about the project, right? Like, what is your main project? Like,
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
so, what are the topics that are minimum required, like basic methodologies and whatever I have read, the techniques
Hmm.
and the process that is necessary. Other than that, do I need any other things to learn? Like,
Do you have any results and all?
yes, sir, results are there.
Okay. So in the interview, right? So maybe they will also ask about the results. So maybe.
Okay. Results are there. In depth, they will ask in depth or like, I'm not getting like how much extent I need to prepare, like it's
See, I
basic.
would suggest now when in doubt, you study as much as possible. Okay.
Ha.
And then you just leave the rest.
Okay, sir.
Okay. But I would suggest that, for example, if you don't know anything, just understand the terms a bit, and then you can always say to the interviewer that I am doing this for the first time. I will learn more about it. But
Okay.
the whole idea of interview process is they want to know how much you are eager to learn.
Okay. This one is okay, but like my BTech project and previous minor projects are a little bit.
Hmm. Hmm.
This major project is fine. I'm aware of major things that I have done, and that communication related in one project was there, like selective mapping technique or something. I need to study on that, and it is very tough. I'm feeling it is tough to understand those. It's been a lot of time, and uh, MTech project is fine, sir. I can manage it. But
But so you are doing a MTech, na?
MTech is done,
Acha, MTech is done,
just
right?
done, huh?
Yeah,
They are calling, the interview call letters are coming alphabetical wise. I don't know when my turn will come.
yeah.
They have
Acha.
started actually.
Which company?
DRDO, sir.
DRDO. So see, you have done your MTech in what?
Visual image processing and embedded systems.
Okay, they will ask, learn more about this image processing techniques.
Uh,
Okay, so you know Otshu's algorithm?
so,
Otshu.
Otsu.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thresholding techniques. Like,
Yes. Yes.
I revised the concepts.
Yes. Please. Please. Yeah. Just see. I'll tell you one thing. You are not expected to know everything in MTech, but what they expect is whatever course you have done, you have studied that properly. That is enough.
Okay. A lot of things are running in my mind. Like how many concepts I need to revise and all.
Mm.
And even the BTech subjects are also need to be a little bit revised also. Like they may ask subjects also. It's been a lot of time. So I'm also studying the electromagnetics and other stuff.
You have to study. Yes. Yes. Good.
Uh, because my some projects are there. The minor project is based on that only. So I'm studying the subjects related to the what they have done.
That's true. That's true. So that's why you took this embedded systems design, is it?
Yes, sir. But just uh, understanding and revising purpose. Actually, I haven't registered for the exam.
Oh, you haven't, or you have?
No, sir. Actually, it's already in my credits in the MTech, so
Hmm.
I don't find a point to again.
Yeah, but
Right.
I mean, is the time over or how?
I think it's there. I don't know.
Hmm.
Exactly the same name, embedded systems design. It's already in my
Same name and all.
same name also. That's why I didn't register.
Hmm.
So, what's your specialization in the PhD?
Same ultrasound imaging.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, what is the scenario like? How many years that is taking there in
Right now I'm in
IS?
my fourth year, so it will take up till the end of 5 years.
5 years is fine, sir.
No, because I cannot afford to have more than 5 years. So too much.
So, the project is basically on like CNN
No,
using
the project is
machine
basically
learning.
on signal processing and the hardware implementation.
Okay.
That is more important. Signal processing, like visual image analysis you have done.
Huh. Yes, sir. Signals are also come into the picture.
Hmm.
Image processing means it's 2D signals, right? So, fine, sir.
Fine, fine, fine. If you have any further questions, you can ask. Or I'll wait for some time till the end. You know.
I think Aditya also left.
Yes, yes, Aditya also left. He doesn't have any more questions. I think because this is a supplementary session, no? So I mean that's why.
I think the students are also very less, sir, like from last 2 weeks.
Hmm. I think because one time, no, what happened that I forgot to log on to the meeting. At that time, I think many people came. Is it?
Actually, last week before 2 weeks, I also didn't came due to the other schedule and all.
Hmm.
Uh, that is why also I couldn't be able to cover the syllabus here.
Hmm.
By Tuesday, I'll cover these lectures. So only half an hour lectures.
Yeah. So you're from Bangalore.
No, sir, I'm from AP.
Oh, UP.
AP.
Acha, AP. Yeah.
Guntur,
So
Vijayawada.
Vijayawada. Okay, okay. So you are planning to join DRDO in AP only, right?
Not really. Anywhere it's fine, sir.
Good. So why DRDO? Why not ISRO and all?
Which one? It's not like that, sir, but DRDO basically I have done the internship there. Then onwards, like I thought like I should try for this.
Okay, okay.
NISRO I also applied that. I think notification for didn't came actually for quite a long time. And this DRDO also cancelled during the COVID time.
Acha.
After my MTech, this is the first time they have released it
Hmm.
in 22.
So you will join as scientist, C B or C?
B, sir.
B. Okay. So you want a
I'm
stable
hoping,
job.
I'm hoping to join, but let's see how my interview will go.
Don't worry about that. So you had to appear for the DRDO exam or GATE was?
No, sir. For AC, there is an exam which was on December
Hmm.
11th. March 1st, the results came for AC.
Hmm. Oh, so I mean you just got selected, huh, in March 1st.
Shortlisted for interview.
So when will be the tentative date for the interview?
They are releasing, sir, alphabetical wise. My turn didn't came.
Oh, acha.
I think within the next week or 10 days, I will
Hmm.
also get my call letter.
And don't worry, for example, in the interview, even if you're not able to understand or answer something, say, I don't know. That's okay. But they, yeah, but they will get angry if you know start beating around the bush that you do not know, but still you are trying to say something or convince something. So that way.
So this interview, like writing exam is okay, sir, but interview facing is like little difficult.
Don't worry, don't worry.
There
But
will be lot of stuff, no, to
hmm,
study. We can't able to read also.
hmm. But do not worry about that. I would suggest कि since I mean, see they are there to select you. Okay. So unless you mess things up, you will get selected. So
Yes, sir.
they are there to select you for sure.
Hopefully. They ask me like why you want to join in DRDO, what I should tell, like just
No, you say that you want to join DRDO because of the kind of work that DRDO is doing, and you have done your MTech in image processing, and you feel that image analysis something. For example, if you are getting some data from the radar, or you are getting some data for the missile, okay, you have some camera, you can effectively contribute to the the security and defense of the society of the country. So that way bring in that country aspect, and also make sure that you say that it is also possible for me to apply for other places like let's say Amazon or some other camera companies which are private. But then if they would have worked, say if they would have worked for the defense of the country or for some country's goodwill, then you would have definitely joined them. But since you are, I mean, since DRDO is working for the defense, so I'm more interested in
okay, sir. This is sounding good. Actually, I'm waiting for this, uh, and I didn't join the software.
Oh, actually, you got selected in MTech.
In MTech only during COVID time we have online interviews, but I didn't opted that.
Hmm.
Even my parents also didn't suggested like don't go for
Hmm.
software and all.
Hmm.
I am also thinking to join PhD if I didn't get into DRDO, then I'm
No, but
thinking
I
to.
would suggest na. Why don't you appear for ISRO?
So actually, I think the gate score was a little bit higher. I got around 600 and something.
Hmm.
Uh, through gate, I think I won't be shortlisted. Without there is an exam, but the notification hasn't been released yet.
Hmm.
If it comes, then I'll
Yeah.
apply.
So I would suggest na you do your PhD by being in the company.
Yes, sir. That is my first priority.
Right.
That's why I'm waiting till this end of the year. I'll see if I get into some organization, then it will be good
Hmm.
for doing PhD and improve the knowledge. If I didn't get any opportunity in the country, then I'm thinking the second option, like heading into some abroad. But I even qualified this prelims also. 5 years back.
Oh yes, engineering service. Excellent. So you are not appearing for that interview. When is the interview?
The mains is there, so prelims is done like
Oh,
in
prelims. Yes. So right now mains and
February.
then yes.
Mains will be on like October. No, June 25th. Interview will be on October.
Yeah, but right now I think you focus on DRDO because being in DRDO also you can appear for IES.
Yes, sir. That exam is on June, right? So it will be very. There is a lot of time to prepare, even if I want to.
But you have to practice very hard for the ES, no?
Yes, sir. But the syllabus is almost same, right? For DRDO written, the syllabus is they have
Yes,
mentioned
but
IELTS.
DRDO written, does they give objective questions or subjective?
No subjective. It's entirely like IES paper only. So
Oh, is it DRDO?
written.
Oh.
Yes. So that's why I'm thinking like with 20 to 30 days preparation, I can pull it off.
So how many questions will be there in the DRDO?
In DRDO, they have given us the 40 questions per each paper, two papers.
Hmm.
40 questions are there. Each question carries 5 marks this time.
Okay, so
And no
all of them are
choice.
subjective.
Subjective.
All.
All subjective.
Wow.
3 hours.
Okay.
3 hours, 3 hours, total 6 hours.
Okay, and that will happen continuously, right?
1 day.
In 1 day. Okay.
1 day.
Hmm.
Even in ESC, I think it will be for 600 marks.
Hmm. Hmm.
DRDO, I think they have conducted for the first time for 600,
Hmm.
and they have given the choice also there, like out of 8 you need to attend 6 or so.
Hmm. Hmm.
But this time they have not given us any choice like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Compulsory attempts are there.
Hmm.
But it's fine. Like first paper I felt a little tough, but second paper was like almost out of 40 I got around like I know around 36 questions like that. But I couldn't able to write those within the time.
Okay. So is it like explanation questions or all mathematical?
Explanation as well as like some problems are also there.
Hmm.
Questions. In first paper, there are a lot of ISC first syllabus like metallurgy, material science. Those I didn't able to attend first. But overall, it was good. Sir. Like I I didn't revise like COA microcontrollers that much. But whatever I remembered, like easy questions only they have given, so I could able to remember those and I have attempted. The programs are also very simple, like fundamental microprocessors. Even if we have studied a time before, we can able to write. I attempted like 65% of the paper. Like,
Hmm.
even though we know total questions, we can't able to write. So the time is like very less.
Hmm. Hmm.
Questions were lengthy.
No, I mean subjective question, because what I understand is right now, since the number of you know people are intelligently guessing the objective questions, so maybe that's why they have shifted to subjective.
Might be. I'm also thinking like for only CSC, EC and mechanical they have given they have kept this exam written. For all other branches it's like through gate score and interview direct. So I'm thinking ki, since we have passed it through two levels,
Hmm.
they may focus on the analytical process, thinking process, how we think, rather than subject knowledge.
Hmm. Hmm.
Practically they will ask questions.
Acha, that is true.
So, how much subject we prepare, I think it will be less only in that perspective. It's better not to bluff and be like,
Yes, yes, I would also suggest that. Yes.
let's see what will happen in the coming month. Hopefully, in the third week or second week, third week, I'm thinking will be April third week. So, till how many weeks this embedded system will be there? Like 12 weeks?
12
Yes?
weeks, yes, yes.
That means till April, how many weeks it will go? Till 4 weeks are left, right?
Yes, something like that. Yes, 4 weeks are left. But I think, I don't know how many. I have to upload the lectures also. I mean, it is available on YouTube. So.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm watching the lectures on the YouTube only. I'm thinking to cover them as soon as possible. Now I got time. I can leave also. So, in this week, I'm thinking to cover as much as I can. So that I'll get time to read other subjects. Fine, sir. I'll ask doubts if I get in the next class.
Sure. Yes.
I'll
That,
study. I'll complete this
uh,
by Tuesday, and then after I'll start image processing revision.
no,
After
it's better. Yes.
then if I get those also I'll ask you. Thanks, sir.
No problem. Bye bye, Shaili.
Bye, sir.
Yes, Babu. If you have any questions, just let me know. Hi Lakshmi, if you have any questions, you can ask. Bye. Yes, Rohit, if you have any questions, you can ask.
Yeah, not
Hello. Yes, what I'm saying, if you have any questions, you can ask.
yeah, I don't have actually. I
Okay,
have
okay,
joined
fine.
for the class session. I think the session is ended.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, bye bye.
Yeah,
Good night then.
yeah, thank you, sir.
Bye.